Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Real Estate Talk. I'm Jill Wente, a realtor with Better Homes and Gardens, Greene, specializing in the Spring, Texas real estate market. On today's episode of Real Estate Talk, I want to talk about repairs. Who actually handles the repairs? So repairs can be negotiated in three different fashions. One, either the seller can do the repairs. Two, the buyer can do the repairs. Or three, a combination of the two, where the seller may do some repairs and the buyer does some repairs. So on this first scenario of the seller doing repairs, if the seller is going to do the repairs, one, the repairs will all have to be done before closing day. Two, it's advisable that the buyer asks the seller for the receipts for the repairs. And from a buyer's perspective, you would have the right to go ahead and inspect those repairs, make sure that they were done appropriately, or you could also even have your inspector come back out and inspect those repairs before closing. Two, if you were going to do the repairs as the buyer, you would be negotiating with the seller for credit. So let's say you've got 5 repairs that you're interested in, you've got an estimate as far as what those repairs were, then you're negotiating with the seller for a dollar amount to be credited towards your closing costs and prepaids, that you would utilize those funds then to handle those repairs then after closing. Or three, that you might be asking the seller to complete a handful of those repairs that he would complete before closing, and for some other repairs you would just inform the seller that yes, I'm willing to negotiate and accept a couple $100 or whatever the figure is towards your closing cost and prepaids, and you as a buyer would handle those repairs after closing. So which way makes the most sense, is most preferred? It really depends upon the buyers and sellers' individual time schedules and estimates. Let's say if the seller is really busy moving out, then he's going to tell you that I really don't have time to do the repairs and I'd rather contribute money towards your closing costs, Mr. Buyer, and you handle those repairs after closing. You as a buyer may be so busy moving in that you may tell a seller, I don't have time to do the repairs and I don't know how much they're going to cost, so I want to protect myself, so Mr. Seller, I want you to do the repairs. So again, repairs are negotiated out. There's 3 different ways to handle them. They're negotiated out between buyers and sellers. Which way makes the most sense depends upon the buyers and the sellers' individual situations. So thanks for tuning in to this episode of Real Estate Talk. I'd love to connect with you on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'm all under Discover Spring, Texas. And if you get any questions, certainly direct message me, reach out. Thanks for watching.